guys. All right, this probably will be my last video. I just wanted to go over, hopefully this will be a fast one, what your expectations are whenever you log into your classes. So I would say in every one of your classes, probably your teachers would like you to do this. What I'd say first and foremost is that you should look at the recent announcements. Now in math, I don't know about the other courses, but it's preloaded to automatically upload the recent announcements. You can always go to this tab also and click on announcements, and you can see what announcements have been on here. Now, typically, we don't want you responding to the announcements. The discussions is really the back and forth conversation that we're having, but you can see the announcements and keep up with them. And it's important for you to do that because there might be information on here that you need. So, for example, if you click on it, my most recent one that I just posted has these videos I've been making for you guys. I'm going to add this one to this this announcement here. And so you can see the announcements either through the tab or just the home screen. If you haven't read through them already, please read through each of them to make sure that you are up to date on what we're making announcements on. And that's true for any of your classes, I truly believe. The second thing that you should click on whenever you get online is the discussions. And through the discussions is where you're going to see the first ones are going to be our pinned discussions that we think are the most important ones. If it's available, you can hit reply on these, but you just click on them and read through it. So if you want to reply, you reply here. All right, then just going back out to discussions again. These are the pinned ones that we found were the most important. Every single day we're going to be posting, well, I should say Monday through Friday anyway, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to be on the discussion boards. This is the discussion board where you would ask questions. So you would just click on this and you would come down here and you would ask your questions. Now everybody can see these. They can see your questions. They can see our responses to it. And it's really good for you to go over these even if you didn't, have a question originally, because maybe something that you're about to go into has something that's on this this discussion board. So, for instance, like the day that we all were trying to get on Tuesday and nothing was working, if you check the discussion board, it would have told you, oh yeah, we know FLVS is down and don't worry about it. We're going to, get everything running. Just be patient, blah, 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 that we were posting. And maybe it would have helped you to calm down. Now, of course, at that time you didn't know all this stuff and this is all new, but this is where you would go just to see if maybe something is being kind of weird that day, or if a pre-test isn't working, or if you're supposed to skip a pre-test or whatever. That'll all be on these discussions. And again, if you haven't read the discussions previously, we close them each day so that we can kind of have something new and fresh, but you can still look at all of these. So you can go through and click on each of these to see. Now I'm in the teacher view. That's why you're seeing things with a little slash I. Those are things that you can't see. I'm in the teacher view right now instead of the student view. But you'll still have all these discussions. And again, you can click on them and you can look over them to see what people had asked and, what their answers were. And maybe that will help you for the future. Okay, so that's just really what I wanted to go over in here. The last thing I wanted to talk about is this extra help link. This is only in regular math. This is not available in the advanced math class, but we are trying to also put our own kind of helpful links. If you click on this, it will open up a new tab that has all the different lessons that we're doing right now. And if you click on them, it pulls up like documents that have links for videos. And I saw that and thought it was a really great idea. But you'll also notice, let me see if it's in announcements or in discussions here in our pinned discussions, which will always be on the top here. It says, ooh, having trouble viewing videos. Here's a help link. There's something that you can watch if you're having problems with that. Need some help? Oh, here are some Khan Academy videos that Miss Lambert put up. Okay. So there are different things under announcements and discussions that are really helpful for you. And you need to stay up on those on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. Even if you finished for that week, it's probably a good idea to stay up to date on it so that you don't have 50 or 60 some odd messages that you're going to have to catch up on whenever you come back on to do your following week or whatever. I know some of you are working hard to get ahead, and that's great. Just make sure that it's always authentic. Make sure you're keeping up with the announcements, the discussions. Always look at your grades. I can't click on that. It's going to show you everybody's grades, and that would be a bad idea. So I'm not going to click on that, but you can click on your own grades. And in the top right corner, it will tell you what your average is and all that good stuff. So I hope this helps you, and let me know if you have any questions. The discussion board, guys, please use this. Whenever you have a question, you just go under the discussion board for that day. You hit a reply to the discussion, and you can type in whatever your question is. So say that you're struggling with mean absolute deviation, which my advanced students know about that because they're working on it, but you regular kids will have that towards the end of the quarter if we're still online. And you would just say, you know, I'm struggling to understand the mean absolute deviation. Could you give me more examples or something like that? Okay, so you would just be very specific though. Don't just say I'm having trouble with this lesson, because we don't know what lesson you're definitely on right now without having to jump through a lot of hoops. So if you have questions about greatest common factor, you need to say, could I have some more examples of greatest common factor? If you can be specific, we can get you a good answer right away. Now, another thing I want to tell you about discussions is that whenever you're in discussions, it doesn't automatically update. You have to go in and refresh the page. You can either click the discussions, or you can, refresh the page. I don't have this accessible for you to see up here on the top of my screen, but you can refresh your page and see if anything comes up. For me, it'll show like here, if I haven't read it, it will say that I've not read something. And it'll also have, I believe, green dots along the side for the ones that I haven't read yet, so that I'll know, oh, I need to click on that and read it. All right, guys. And same with announcements. For me, it'll have green dots next to it that show me which ones I haven't read yet. So I hope that answered any questions and helps with anybody. If you have any questions, of course, go to the discussions and ask it. Thanks so much, guys. We'll be signing off here at 8 p.m. Today's Friday, and then we won't log back in until Monday at 8 a.m. So if you put questions on over the weekend, please feel free to still do that. Just know that we won't be able to get back to you until 8 a.m. on Monday when we're back in. Thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Missing you. Bye.